Hello everyone. Today we will do the elements of weather and climate, humidity and precipitation. First we will do what is humidity. Humidity is the amount of water vapors present in the air. So it is defined as the amount of water vapor present in the air. Water vapor present in the air varies from time to time and from place to place. Water vapor present in the atmosphere come from the evaporation of water bodies. Due to high temperature, evaporation takes place. It is high, which results in higher level of humidity. Humidity is measured by hygrometer. So, it is an instrument which is used to measure the humidity in the atmosphere. Humidity is of two types. First is absolute humidity. The actual amount of water vapor in a given volume of air at a given temperature is known as absolute humidity. It is measured in grams per cubic meter. Next is the relative humidity. The ratio between the actual amount of water vapor present in a given volume of air at a given temperature and the maximum amount of water vapor which the same volume of air can hold at the same temperature is known as relative humidity. It is always expressed in percentage. Condensation. The cooling of moist air and changing it to water is known as condensation. The temperature at which condensation takes place is known as dew point. The different forms of condensations are clouds, dew, frost, and fog. First, we will read about the clouds. First are the clouds. They are formed when water vapor in the air condenses, means when it cools down around the dust particles into tiny droplets of water, and when these droplets of water come together, then clouds are formed. There are different types of clouds. First type of clouds are cirrus, second is cumulus, and third type of clouds is stratus. Next type of condensation is dew. Dew is formed when moist air come into the contact with cold surface like the leaves of the plants, the grasses, and condenses into droplets of water. This is known as dew. This is very common during the early morning time. Next is the frost. When the temperature drops below the freezing point, means when the temperature is very low, dew or water vapor condenses to form ice crystals which are known as frost. So these are the tiny droplets of water around the leaves which are condensed and freezed to form the ice crystals. These freezed ice crystals are known as frost. Next feature is the fog. When condensation takes place at a lower layer of the atmosphere near to the land or close to the land or above the water bodies, at that time fog is formed. Fog is very common in our areas during the winter season. Next, we will read about precipitation. Falling down of moisture from the clouds in any form is known as precipitation. Different forms of precipitation are rain, snow, sleet. Sleet is a mixture of hail and snowfall. And hail. Instrument which is used to measure rainfall is known as rain gauge. Different types of rainfall. There are three different types of rainfall. First is the conventional rainfall, second is the orographic rainfall, and third is the cyclonic rainfall. First we will read about the conventional rainfall. When the warm air and the moist air rises higher up, it expands and loses heat. The water vapor in the air condenses, means those water vapor cool down, and which cause a heavy rainfall. This heavy rainfall is often accompanied by thunder and lightning, and it is mostly experienced in the equatorial regions. This is conventional rainfall when, due to the heat of the sun, the air above the land heats up and rises. It cools down, forms the cloud, and come down again on the earth in the form of rainfall. Next is the orographic rainfall. When a mountain or a hill or a higher land in the path of moisture laden winds, the winds move up, and in the process the moisture cools and condensation and precipitation takes place. This is called orographic rainfall. It is also known as relief rainfall. Precipitation is more on the windward side of the hill as compared to the leeward side of the hill. The side from which the moisture laden winds strike to the mountain or a hill and heavy rainfall takes place, that side is known as the windward side, and the other side which remain relatively dry or very less rainfall takes place, that is known as the leeward side. It is also known as the rain shadow area. Next type of rainfall is cyclonic rainfall. In a cyclone, winds from all sides blow towards the center, causing different air masses to meet. Means the cool and the warm air meets. Center is the warm air and sides is the cool air. The cold air is denser, it remains near the ground, whereas the warm air is lighter, so it rises up. The rising warm air cools and condensation takes place, which cause rainfall. This type of rainfall is mostly seen in the tropical and temperate regions. See, warm air is forced to rise over the cold air. Air cools down, it condenses and it rises, which result in the formation of clouds. And rainfall takes place. It is also known as the frontal rainfall. I hope all the topics will be clear to you. Thank you and have a nice day.